Hi guys, I am here. I wanted to make you guys a vlog to update you guys on a few things. Um, let's see. First, I want to update you on the status of the twins, my soon-to-be twin nieces. Um, my sister Melly went to OSU today, to the big hospital, and had more stuff done, and she's got an update on the babies, so I want to read it to you exactly as she wrote it on her page. So I'm reading her words here. So these are coming straight from her. Baby update. And keep in mind, she wasn't due. She's not going to be 9 months till June. So keep that in mind as I'm reading this. Okay, baby update. Well, as of the day I will be delivering at Ohio State, they will most definitely push for a C-section delivery, which I figured they would, and believe it will be the best interest of the babies. I was almost positive they was going to do the C-section because of, with Gracie and everything. Oh, and listen to this part, guys. This is still a shock to me. Oh, and did I mention the girls will be identical? I don't know if I spelled that correctly. Oh, I didn't need to read that part. Sorry, Melly. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I know, kind of weird to think when we was told they wouldn't, but who knew they shared the same placenta and their egg just split instead of two separate eggs. I cannot believe they're going to be identical. I told her the only way we'll be able to tell them apart for now is because their sizes are so different. But I'll continue. Still got a few tests out. We will know more on them soon. But there are almost 0% sure what the issue is from the test results that are back in. All infectious diseases are ruled out now as well. But Gracie's sac that she's in isn't working correctly. That is why she isn't growing as fast, and the brain has fluid, cause it's not growing, because Gracie's growing in her sac, and the sac does not have enough room for her to grow. Kinsley is now 15 ounces, and Gracie is 6 ounces. See the big difference? But babies are growing and appear healthy, other than Gracie's one issue, which was the brain and the sac. Heartbeats are amazing, all organs are good. But I start seeing a pediatric neurologist, and after his testing I will know when they will take them. I won't go to 37 weeks. I am expecting they will start shots to help lung growth. Then around 28 weeks they will take them. Gracie's chances are better for survival if they get her out sooner rather than later. Due to her placenta won't last her long. How it is, then she won't even have a chance. Gracie has been our fighter and will continue doing so, and they will watch her closely. So people, looks like March or April we may have babies. All in all, this is great news. So she's not due till June, but they may be taking the babies as early as March 12th, which just happens to be my husband and I's anniversary. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm hoping they stay in longer, at least till April, the end of April. I'm hoping the longer they stay in, the better. I know she said it's, the quicker Gracie gets out, the better, but because of her sac, which is, it's probably, it has to be true too, or she wouldn't be saying it, but she's only 6 ounces. She needs to probably be a good at least 1 pound. Now, I've watched many baby stories, I watch them all the time, and I'm not saying that definitely not all babies that are 1 pound survive, but I've seen many babies on these shows that have came out being like 1 pound, and they've went on to survive and have normal, healthy lives. But like I said, that's not the case with all of them. All babies are different. But Gracie's got a lot more growing to do. She's only 6 ounces. That's far away from even being 1 pound. Kinsley's only got 1 more ounce to go, and she'll be a pound already. Pretty sure, God willing, they'll both be fine. But, we're counting so well on Kinsley being fine already. You don't want something to happen and then suddenly something wrong with her. So God willing, Kinsley will come out just perfectly fine like she's doing now, and will continue to grow healthy like she's doing. But Gracie needs to stay in there and get some more weight on her. She needs to grow more. That baby needs to at least be up to 1 pound or 2 before they take her out. And I was really, really hoping she'd make it till June, but I knew she wouldn't. Because Melly always has trouble with her pregnancies anyways, and all of her babies are little. And I knew these twins. The way Kinsley was growing, I thought with her going to June that they were going to be big babies until she started getting the weights and stuff, the problems with Gracie coming in, and then seeing how small Gracie was and, growing so slow and everything. So now they're going to be like really tiny. So we're looking to have babies probably March to April, guys, because they're going to start her on shots soon, it sounded like, to start with lung growth and, to help their lungs develop sooner. And I know that when they're born, they usually give them medicine through IV to help with their lung development as well. I've seen them do that on these. I've watched so many shows. I picture those little babies look so tiny in those little incubator things. They got wires and cords coming out all over them. And they're like, you can touch them, you can hold them and feed them. And you're like, you don't want to stick your finger in there because you're afraid, your finger is bigger than their whole hand. You're afraid to touch them, they're so small. But Melly asked me because she'll be at Ohio State having the babies. She'll be having a C-section, and she won't be able to get up and go. She'll have to stay at OSU, and she'll be having Kinsley there because Kinsley, doesn't have the health problems like Gracie does. But Gracie will have to go to a different hospital over to Children's and have Melly said surgery. I don't know what they're going to do to her brain or whatever, but she's going to have to go to Children's due to her health issues. So Melly asked me if I would go over and stay with Gracie at Children's Hospital while she and Kinsley are at OSU. So I told her, Sherman, I would, and I'm just hoping that, until she's released from the hospital. So I just got to find out and make sure that we're allowed in there, because I know some hospitals will not allow just anybody in there. They'll only allow the mom or the dad in there, the parents. They only allow the parents in. So they might not let us in to be with her anyways. So I'm going to have to find out for sure about that. And if they do let us in to be with her, then we'll just be like camping out there in the hospital, staying with Gracie until Melly gets released to get to come be with her. Which usually with C-section, I don't know about twins. I think when my other sister had a C-section, they kept her like 2 or 3 days and sent her home. Or they might have only kept her overnight and sent her home. I really can't. I think they only kept her one night and they sent her home. I'm pretty sure. But with her having twins, and if the baby's having complications, Melly will probably have to stay in there longer. She'll probably at least be in there 3 days, I would say. I don't know, I could be wrong. They could let her out in 1 day too, I don't know. But Kinsley and Gracie will definitely be in the hospital for a while. I don't know how long they will be there, because they'll have to get up to a certain weight, probably at least 4 to 4 pounds, I would say, and everything be going fine before they'll let them come home. I've seen them. I've seen them let the 4-pound babies go home, and I have a friend that had a 4-pound baby, and they sent her home. Um, right when she was born, she was only 4 pounds, and they sent her right home with her. So, they gain, they got to get their weight up and stuff. Then hopefully this Gracie makes it through. God willing, God will be with her if I'm there with her, and even if I'm not there with her, depending on whether the hospital will let me or not, and make sure I'm not sick of bronchitis or something, which I chronically get, because if that's the way, there's definitely no way I can go and chance giving that to her, because then she would definitely not make it. If I am sick and I go give her, I would no way would I even go around her if I am sick with one of my chronic illnesses again, like, because of my lungs, I get chronic bronchitis, and if I happen to be sick, there's no way. That's why I'm going to talk with Melly. I didn't want to tell her because I didn't want her to think that I don't want to go up there and do it, because I told her I would, and Sherman and I are really looking forward to going up there being with Gracie. But I'm gonna talk to her and tell her that she needs to have a backup just in case, that my health-wise, that just in case I am not able to go, that I'm not able to be there, that she'll have a backup already planned for somebody to go take my place. So somebody will definitely be there with Gracie. Because, as with my health, I don't know from day to day how it's going to be. And I can't go packing my humongous 4-foot wide oxygen machine down there and, like I said, taking viruses and stuff in the hospital, especially around sick little newborn babies like that. There's no way. They wouldn't even let me in anyways. So, God willing, everything will work out for the best. The main thing is that Melly gets through the surgery good. She's fine. She stays healthy, and the babies come out healthy, as healthy as possible for their development-wise, month-wise, that they've got to grow. And hopefully the doctors get them all fixed up. But I know it'll be God, most of all, that'll be working the miracles for these babies like He has been all along. And God willing, they'll both pull through and they'll both make it through. I know these twins got a special reason for being here. We've all got a reason for being here on this earth, and twins are very special. It's just a rare thing. She's like the first one in our family for years that's had twins, and these ones are identical even, so she's even rarer. So these twins are like a double blessing, and I think God's going to have big plans for them. But God's will be done as always, and we just got to hope for the best and hope that it's in God's plan to get both babies and bring them home safely and let them have normal, happy, healthy lives. If something were to go wrong, which God willing it doesn't, but I'm saying if it does, we know that it's in God's plan, and I hope that I can do my best to help Nellie get through that situation, which would be very, very hard because she's already lost one baby, and she's still, I don't think you ever get over it. You never get over losing a child. You never get over losing anyone, I don't think. I don't care what people say. You never get over losing somebody. It gets easier, but you never get over it, and she's still like really taking it really hard with the loss of Raylyn, but it hasn't even been a year yet since she lost Raylyn. It won't be a year until, she told me, July 4th is when she lost her. So it won't even be a year that she lost Raylyn until July 4th of this year. 2015. So, yeah, definitely praying she doesn't have to go through that again. Praying the twins will be perfect, that God will get them through. And I know that's why I'm asking for your guys' prayers. If you please continue to pray for the twins, Kinsley and Gracie, and keep Melly in your prayers as well, that they all stay healthy and that they continue to be healthy and everything turns out fine for them. And I have a few other prayer requests, but I'll save them for my Bible video for tomorrow. I basically just wanted to update you guys tonight in this vlog on the twins. So, this video is getting long, but I just wanted to tell you, all in all, she got good news today. And the twins, their organs are normal. And we just got to worry about their size, about them coming out too small. And their lungs maturing, and Gracie's sac, where she don't got room to grow, and the problems with her brain with the fluid on it, which we don't know what that is yet. But all the bad tests, bad tests that were bad diseases like Down syndrome and all the deadly diseases besides like the blah blah blah, whatever they was, the deadly ones, they all came back negative. So far everything's coming back negative. So I don't know if they're thinking, like she said, like Gracie's just got fluid on the brain somehow because her sac's not big enough for her to grow. I don't know. But still definitely needed prayers for them all, guys. They all three definitely needed prayers. And I'm going to use a cover photo for this video as Melly's picture of her and her tummy, the growing twins. It was taken today. So that'll be the cover photo of this video. It was taken today, before or after she went to the hospital. So all in all, good news, guys, and please keep the prayers coming for them all. Thank you, guys. I love you all. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and prayer requests are very much appreciated by all of us. Bye, guys. God bless.